We all wear masks, and the time comes when we cannot remove them without removing some of our own skin. Hi everybody, this is Life with Leonard and welcome to another episode. Now on this channel I strive to motivate and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. And today's episode is no different. We are all unique individuals and we have the right to express ourselves however we wish. No one can really take that away from you. However, due to low self-esteem, low confidence, our flaws and the things that we dislike about ourselves, we hide these things under a mask for a couple of reasons in an attempt to fit in an attempt to be accepted. So how then do we remove this mask and be true to yourself and be more confident in yourself? And that is what this episode is all about. But just two disclaimers before we start. Firstly, what I'm going to share with you today is not a blanket statement. It's not applicable to everyone, but if the shoe fits. I'm going to help you in this episode to be true to yourself, to find yourself, to do some introspection, reminding yourself that there's nothing for you to be ashamed about. So that whenever you look into the mirror, that whatever you see, you are happy with it. You are content. You are authentically you. Not so long ago, I did an episode on the 10 things that you should never apologize for. If you click on the pop-up banner, it will take you to that episode. And one of the points there was, you should never apologize for being true to yourself. And I would advise you to go watch that episode. Don't do it now, do it afterwards, but it will really, really help you. That's the one, first disclaimer. Second disclaimer, you saw the thumbnail to this episode. It says, stop wearing a mask. That's obviously metaphorically speaking. We are still in the midst of a coronavirus pandemic, and it is so important, life and death, that you should always make sure that you wear a mask. It protects you from the coronavirus, contracting the virus, and it is good for you. In our country, in South Africa, it is mandatory that whenever you're out in the public space, to wear a mask. So please make sure that you wear your mask and that you wear your mask properly. And I'm also including today timestamps, so it makes it easier for you to navigate through this episode. But before we start, can I kindly remind you, if you haven't, to please subscribe to my channel, to like this video, to share it, and leave your comments in the comments section below. I'm particularly looking forward to your comments on this video because I'm going to share with you 3 masks that I believe that you should stop wearing, but I'm sure there's a lot more. So please leave it in the comment section below if you think I've missed out on 1 or 2. I'm really looking forward to engage with you all. And if you don't know how to subscribe, it is really easy. You can just hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and please remember to hit the all notifications, and that way you will be notified and you won't miss out whenever I upload new videos. The very first mask that I believe you should remove and take off is the Strenght mask. But it's just a persona. We all have our moments when our troubles feel big and our faith feels small. When we feel vulnerable, uncertain, when we feel pain. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just a sign that you are human. It is okay. You don't have to put up a brave face. You don't have to put up that mask. You don't have to be a psychologist to know that vulnerability is the core of all emotions and feelings. To feel is to be vulnerable. To believe vulnerability is a weakness is to believe that feelings is weakness. Nothing could be further from the truth. We all wear masks, and maybe you've been wearing yours for your entire life. I'm amazed at how many people keep on pretending to be strong on the outside while things are falling apart completely on the inside. Now I know, and I don't want to contradict myself, on this channel I always inspire and motivate you to be strong, to be courageous. But there comes a time when you have to stop and look after yourself and put yourself first. You can't be all things to all people. You can't win the world and lose yourself. Vulnerability isn't good or bad. It's not what we call a dark emotion, nor is it always a light, positive experience. Coping with everything life throws at you is tough. We juggle all different roles, trying to be all things to all people. Have you ever thought that perhaps they're not coping either? And what I want to get through to you is that it's okay to remove that mask, that strength mask that you cover yourself with. It's okay to remove it. It's okay to show vulnerability. And you know why? Because vulnerability is a beautiful thing. Vulnerability is the birthplace of love, of joy, of belonging, of courage, of empathy, accountability, and I can go on, of authenticity. You know, if not everyone can be Ethan Hunt or Robert McCall all the time. This is not a movie set. This is life. This is the reality. We all get to the point too when you can't take another step. There's no shame in that. And you don't have to pretend to be strong. Let those who love you carry you. Open yourself up to love and support. Tell others your fears, your hopes and hurts. People care about you. People want to help you. Tell them what you need. Ask for help. And see that as an act of courage, not of weakness. Because that's exactly what it is. And the second mask that I believe that you should stop wearing is the positive mask. Scrolling through people's social media profiles, it all looks so perfect. The smiles, the happiness, the people, the relationships, the food, everything around them, it looks so perfect, almost flawless, almost. You see, people pretend, or most of them pretend all of the time. They pretend that they have this idealistic lifestyle for others to aspire to, for others to admire, for others to praise them for. But it's not. They pretend to have this perfect life. They pretend to have it all together. But it's all superficial. It's just a fraud. And I know this is harsh coming from me, but somebody needs to say it. You need to stop putting up this false facade, this image that you want to portray to the world, that you are always fine, you are always happy, you are always smiling, everything is always okay with you. You know, I read a story, and that's where I got the idea for this video from. I read a story about two friends, where the one friend, both of them were married. The one friend went to the other one, and she said, because from the outside, the other friend's marriage looked very, very good. They were happy, always smiling, all good and dandy from the outside. So she went to her friend and just confided in her and said that, explained to her the struggles and the problems that she's experiencing in a marriage. And in a moment of I don't want to say weakness, in a vulnerable moment, this friend opened up to her and told her that since a baby were born, she and her husband, their marriage has been on a downward spiral. They don't have time for each other. The husband is always working, he's always out of town. And she was just being honest with her friend regarding her own marriage. And you know, the friend obviously was completely surprised to find out that her friend, who she idolized, is having even worse marital problems than what she was having. Yet, her friend opening up and showing vulnerability and being honest towards the friend, she helped her more than she could have ever imagined. Because the other friend suffered from a very low self-esteem, blaming herself for her marriage, because everyone else around her marriage looked as if it was doing very well. It was growing, the love was blossoming, yet it wasn't. So that moment of vulnerability was so good, not only for their friendship, but also for both of their relationships, because then they had somebody, they could lean on each other, and that is so important. And that's why, if you are in a relationship, or you are amongst friends and people that you normally associate with, and you are not comfortable to be yourself, you're not comfortable to remove that mask of always being positive, always portraying that everything is fine on your side. If you have to always put on that mask, then I can tell you now, you are in the wrong company. You need to remove yourself from it. It's not good for you. And why can't we just admit that we are perfectly imperfect, and that our imperfections makes us human, it makes us unique and relatable? And before we get to the third and last mask that I believe you need to stop wearing, can I please remind you, if you haven't, subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, and leave your comments in the comment section below. It's easy to subscribe. You can just hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And please remember to hit the all notifications, and that way you will be notified and you won't miss out whenever I upload new videos. Now, the third and last mask that I believe you need to stop wearing is the nice mask. Now, the people wearing this nice mask are the ones who like to be liked by everyone. They are the people pleasers. They will keep people around them at all costs, even if it costs them, even if they have to sacrifice their own happiness. Now, listen to me carefully. Their biggest fear is losing. If they should put their own needs first, they will alienate those around them and they will end up lonely. But I've got a message for you. If you're still wearing that mask of always trying to be nice and pleasing everyone else, if you're still wearing that mask, I've got a message for you. I want to tell you, you should stop being everyone's doormat. As you become more conscious of your people-pleasing habits, you'll soon realize that people-pleasing won't get you anywhere, but more miserable. Start to make small changes, taking off the mask slowly, starting by changing one habit. Don't rush, do it at your pace. Turn down someone's request or express what you really think to one person. Putting your needs first is the only way to truly love and be there for others. But ironically, wearing this mask only isolates you more from others. You should ask yourself, how do I feel about the face I'm portraying for the world to see? Am I truly myself? Stop projecting your own painful elements onto people. And I don't want to come across as being insensitive and not understanding, requesting and insisting that you remove these masks that you most probably been wearing for most of your life. I don't want to be insensitive at all. But advice that I can give you, this is a process and you need to be open to walk this path. The best advice that I have for you is to surround yourself with people that will support you, people that love and respect you, and people that will understand that you are going through this process of removing these masks, finding yourself and being true to yourself. They will respect you for that. Thank you so much, everybody, for once again joining me on today's episode. If this episode was of value to you, can I kindly ask you, if you haven't, to please subscribe to my channel, to like this video, to share it, and leave your comments in the comments section below. It's easy to subscribe. You can just hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And please remember to hit the all notifications, and that way you will be notified and you won't miss out whenever I upload new videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.